What's the weirdest thing you've done or said while orgasming?
I've definitely said I love you while coming to people who I am not in love with. Frequently.
Hey girl, you trying to hit this?
You know exactly what I need.
What's up? Happy Tuesday, you filthy fucking stoners. It's 2 girls, 1 blunt, baby. And I'm your co-host, Jamie Lee.
And I'm Emily. Today we have on the lovely Sidney Summers, host of the Online Forever podcast. I've been manifesting having you on.
Oh my God, it's been working.
Yeah, and then you reached out. I was like, fuck you. We have the hotter version of me on the podcast today, Sidney. Welcome to the studio.
Oh, that is so sweet and untrue, but thank you so much.
You guys, like, when you guys walked in, it freaked me out.
I know, no, it's actually been really trippy speaking with you. I feel like we have a lot of
Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at myself.
Yeah.
I think the security guard, when I met you downstairs, he was kind of like, wait a second.
Like sisters?
Like, what is happening? Like, I feel like if you saw us together on a street, I would imagine there's like a clone invasion happening and I would get freaked the fuck out.
Dude, yeah, if we just didn't know who each other was, I would definitely be like, do you know this singer actually? I used to go to her gym and people thought we were sisters. Casey Hill.
No.
Okay, I'll show you her after, but we also all 3 of us look. It's just it's the white girl with the red hair with the short
and the baby face,
though.
The baby face, the
big bangs.
Even your eyebrows kind of go up.
Yeah.
You have blue eyes.
Do you know your birth parents for sure?
I do for sure. I look like both of those motherfuckers.
Do you have siblings?
I have 1 sibling, a half sibling, and we have the same mom, different dad.
Same mom, different dad, half sibling. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, you have a ton of siblings though, right?
Ton of half siblings.
I have 2 half siblings as well.
Whoa,
don't know the real. I don't know the dad, but he's out there.
Whoa, dad is unknown.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a secret that everyone's in on except me. You know, and they're like, it's to protect you. And I'm like, I'm almost 30 now. Like,
Damn.
just, can I know?
So they know, but you don't?
My mom said it was like this guy who was like way older than her and he was abusive. And they said his name was Jimmy. And they said that I had an older brother, like 20 years older. This is when I was younger, who has special needs, that it was his like son with another woman. And that he beat the shit out of her all the time. So my mom took me as a kid and ran away. But my mom's also crazy and I never know what to believe because they lied to me and got my birth certificate changed. So I thought my stepdad was my dad until I had a spiritual download. I heard a voice in my head and it was on Father's Day and it goes, he's not your father. It was Darth Vader. And
oh my God.
It was like a Darth Vader was like, he's not your dad. And I just had this overwhelming sensation. I was like, I called my mom. I was like, he's not my dad, is he? And she broke down. I found out a family secret from that.
This is insane. The parallels are fucking tripping me out. That's so crazy.
So did you know about your situation?
No, I did not.
How did you find out?
Through 23andMe. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But actually I have something to say because, okay, I went to this a workshop over the pandemic that was basically ancestor worship kind of a workshop, but it was led by this white woman and she was like, if you're white, you really shouldn't be try to find out where you're from and do adopt spiritual practices maybe from your actual homeland instead of borrowing them from God all everywhere else in the world type of shit, which I thought was really interesting. And so I started trying to honor my ancestors more. Didn't really know what that looked like because my family didn't really know who our ancestors were, blah blah blah. So then I did 23andMe, which I feel like my ancestors fucking made me do, to be wake up girlie, that's not your dad.
Shit.
So you were raised by a man that you thought was your father and then you found out that he wasn't your dad.
Yeah, so I basically logged on to my 23andMe. It was so trippy and cosmic, I can't even fucking so my little brother was visiting me in Chicago. I was about to move. I was a month away from moving to LA. I had already decided to move there. And my little brother, who I hadn't seen in a long time, just happened to be visiting me. And we're really close and we have the same biological father, which we are on the brink of finding out in the story. So I wake up in Chicago and I have this text. It's oh, your 23andMe results are in. And I was like, whoa, that's so random because you send it in months prior. And, it takes a while to do the whole genome, whatever. So I open it up and I have a bunch of half siblings listed under the relatives part. And I was like, what? I thought that the app or the website was saying like I was really closely related to these people, but it was like, no, these are like literally your half siblings. And I had like 2 messages from some of my sisters being like, oh, you must be like our sperm donors kids. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And I like went into my brother's room and I was like, bro, wake up, like that's not our dad. And he was like, I fucking knew it. He was like, I knew it. He had like thought it was our stepdad this whole time. He had like already realized, he was like, there's no way we're related to this guy.
But did you like him growing up? Like your stepfather or your...
My dad that we grew up with? Not really. We did not have, we had a very intensely like enmeshed situation actually. I've like only kind of recently discovered like, have y'all heard of like, it's called like covert incest or emotional incest. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know about that until pretty recently. And I was like, oh, okay. Like my dad was like basically like after the divorce kind of like treating me like a wife almost, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah. So I had a very, very tense relationship with him. I really did not like him very much growing up.
What kind of things did he do?
So there was nothing ever like sexual, which thank God, you know, I'm very grateful for that. But there like very sexual undertones to things, just like wanting me to stay a little girl for a long time, like very controlling, would like humiliate me like all the time, like treating me how he would treat like a girlfriend, like who he's like kind of treating abusively, you know?
Was he at least taking you out on dates and like...
He was taking me out on dates.
Okay, shit.
Okay, treating me, you know?
Oh, man.
But yeah. So, I don't know. You guys were talking about like trauma and kink, like prior to us recording, like starting recording. And I definitely have a lot of stuff from that, I feel like.
Oh, yeah.
Did you do that to your brother too? Or was it just you?
It was just me, girl.
See, I always hear it like, and I always see it because I date men, that it's like the emotional incest is with their mom and they like use their sons as like filling a role because they don't have a man in their life. So they don't want you to be with them, or it's like, oh, you're spending too much time with her and not me. Like the mom would say that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like
so common in our culture.
It's really common and really scary.
Boy moms are so fucking weird to me. Like when they're obsessed over their kid, it's giving incest.
For real.
Even if you're not fucking your kid, like, why are you so obsessed with him? Go get your own man. Yeah, you don't need to make a man.
There's like whole tropes, like the momster-in-law type of shit. It's just like, yeah, she's like possessive over her like fill-in husband. It's really fucked. Like parents need to, I don't know. We're all, like, I feel like hopefully parentally, generationally, we're growing as a species. But yeah, I feel like our parents, we're doing a lot of work that our parents did not do.
Oh yeah.
We're going to therapy. Like, I feel like nobody in our parents' generation ever went to therapy. And if they did, their therapist didn't know shit about dick. Like, we're just learning about all these mental health things. I was reading a book about celebrities and, like, the issues that they went through. And Marilyn Monroe was suspected to have BPD because she went through a super traumatic childhood. And the way they were treating her was just drugging her, like, over and over. They weren't actually doing talk therapy, but we didn't even know talk therapy was a thing. No. So we didn't have the tools to treat people, and now we do. And now we're kind of overcoming that societal, like, stigma against mental health, like, treatment and therapy. So I'm hopeful for our generation's kids and then the next one. Hopefully we just keep getting better and better. Yeah,
our society is really focused now on like regulating your emotions. When you learn how to regulate your emotions, everything else follows through. So I'm seeing like parents on TikTok teach their kids like when they're upset, like how to like get them back to being like grounded. And the inner child in me is like, oh shit, I used to want to be degraded in bed, and now I'm like, oh, I just want someone to be like, hey, it's gonna be okay. Like, you're safe. And now I'm like, wait, Sal, tell me I'm safe again. You know?
I like a little bit of both.
Yeah. So back to, you have a million brothers and sisters.
Yeah, a bunch of them. And we're all like pretty similar age. There's a couple of like outliers, but we're all like late 20s around that age, which is also just really weird to me. And actually, I've only met one. Okay. I was really excited because I found out I had some gay siblings, and I was like, oh my God. So they're like my homies who I would like message online. But then,
love that.
Yeah. But one of my sisters, like, she found out after me actually, and she got like added to the Facebook group, and I was like, whoa, like all the siblings were like, you really look like Sydney. And I messaged her, I was like, this is really weird. Like, we both have like, you know, the red hair, bangs, all this shit. And I ended up meeting her because she lived really close to me in LA. And it was actually just like really sad, kind of like she kind of had okay, actually this is such a crazy story. Like most of the siblings had like really like pretty pretty good lives. Like your parents could like afford in vitro, and they really wanted kids, so they were all like, you know, pretty healthy families, relatively speaking. But hers was definitely not. Like, I won't spoil too much of her tea, but her mom had her like out of spite, like went to the sperm donor bank to like have a kid that wasn't with her father's, and like her dad that she grew up with was like really abusive and stuff. So it was just kind of sad. Like she's like the only sibling who's like a sex worker too, and I was just like, aw,
you've been hurt.
Sad.
Yeah.
The trauma.
Yeah.
Wait, so
it does lead to sex work.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Because at one point you stop giving a fuck because like you perceived reality from a completely different like
and you were told
version.
you were worthless, and you know, like there's so many things.
But I didn't make the decision to do it for that. I did it because I was like, oh, this is actually a smart financial decision, and I just don't give any fucks because I don't have the family to judge me, so I can do this and it not affect.
And trauma hypersexualizes you,
and I was very hypersexualized.
Like you use that as a way of escaping your reality. So it makes sense that people who are traumatized and then experience that might go into an industry like sex work.
Yeah, and especially when you haven't started your healing journey yet, maybe you're like still really young and you can still do sex work. You know, I'm glad I got into it when I was older, but it's just, it's men will take advantage of women with trauma any day, you know, and your fucking frontal lobe hasn't developed very much when you're a teenager, even if you're like 19, 20, 21, like you're just so young, so...
Wait, can we go back to the fact that you have a Facebook group for your sperm donors' kids across the country?
Yo, yeah, there's like a whole spreadsheet of us. It's actually so crazy.
Oh, shit. How many are there?
There's almost 40 now.
This man has 40 children across the country?
Yes, he was like, basically, so he's also a comedian, and he was like, at the beginning of his career, I assume, I don't know a whole lot about him. I know a little bit, but... I assume he was doing it to make money because he was like maxing out at like sperm donor banks as he was like moving across
the country.
Yeah, so he would like fill up one. They'd be like, "Okay, we're good, thanks. You can stop coming here all the time, literally." And then he would just like go to another one in the town and just like.
Wait, so have you met him?
I've met him one time. Yeah.
Sometimes you can have a known one where they can meet the kids after. Right. It was like sealed,
anonymous, or I know that some of the siblings found out because they were able to like. Their sperm donation bank like allowed them to like find out who he was, but I don't know if mine would have or not. My parents just like didn't tell me anyway, so I never really thought to contact them, and then I already found out who he was, you know.
So how did the conversation go after you saw the 23andMe with your family?
So I told my brother, and we were both just like super dazed. Like we were going on this like architecture boat tour in Chicago that day, and we were just like super like, I don't know, just like in this weird like brain mind fuck with each other, like thinking about our lives and shit. And I was like, I have to call mom. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, bro, we absolutely have to tell mom. Like, this is so crazy. So yeah, I called my mom, and I was just like, yeah, I basically got my 23andMe results back. And she was like, okay. She was like, what'd you find out? And I was like, that I'm hella Irish. And she was like, okay. And I was like, that I was conceived using a sperm donor. And she was like, oh my God, like, fuck. So yeah, she was like, I'm sorry. Like, we just always kind of felt like it was like your dad's place to tell you, and he just never did.
Imagine your mom didn't know. And your dad was just like injecting her with sperm. She's like, wait a second, it's a sperm donor? That would be insane.
That would be God. A story.
But she knew, and she was like, fuck, you found out.
Yeah, basically. And then I didn't tell my dad for like a couple months after that. But basically I told him that I found out about that, and also that I did porn, like all in the same conversation. I was just like, let's go.
Might as well get it all done and over with.
You kept this for me.
Exactly.
Secrets are on the table now.
Little tip for tat, for sure.
How did he take both of those conversations?
I feel like the dad conversation was pretty cathartic for him, because I feel like he was like, you know, I feel like one of the reasons he was so controlling when we were kids is because he really was like projecting like, never fucking lie to me, like you have to like make all of your business known to me. And I think it really was because he was like doing that to us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was like, don't tell them, like, yeah. So I don't know, you know, he's kind of a Southern boy, like redneck kind of a guy, so I feel like there was just a lot of like shame and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this was like almost 30 years ago, so just different times back then as well.
I mean, even now I feel like there's so much if men aren't virile and can't have kids,
for sure,
it's like such a shameful thing to them.
Mm-hmm.
With women too. Fertility is such a hot button issue.
Yeah.
Did you have like a lot of anger towards your parents for not telling you? Because like I remember when I found out, they were like, we did this to protect you. And I was like, that's now you've tainted me forever in your eyes. Like, you've lied to me about something so big that I can't believe anything that comes out of your mouth now.
Damn.
And it was like a lot that I held on to. You know what I mean? Because like, you're supposed to trust your parents, and I just felt so betrayed. I was like, I would have been there for you and understood from a young age that my real dad was abusive and this guy came in and saved the day, you know? But I hated that I wasn't given that as a kid, because I found out when I was 13.
Okay. Oh, that's honestly a really hard age to find out.
Yeah. So also I'm so angry and hormonal. I'm like, fuck the world, and everything is
no, for real,
is bad.
How old were you when you found out?
I was 28.
Oh, that was recent.
Yeah, it was like last year. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the most surreal thing. I feel like I felt a lot of feelings for sure. I don't know. I remember feeling like I had always kind of like disregarded like biology as like being that important in a family, because I'd always like been attracted to women as well, and I was like, you know, if you like have to adopt a kid, or someone's not the biological mom, like it's your chosen family, whatever. And like finding that out, I was just like, whoa, actually, like this is I don't know, it called into like question a lot of that, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was definitely a little angry, like, because I'm just like, thinking about being queer, it's like it's such an easy conversation to have with a kid. And
So
like,
easy,
you know, and like I understood why they didn't have it with me, because of the stigma for them, or emotions, like it just being hard for them to communicate about a lot of things. But yeah, I was definitely a little bit angry.
Yeah, it's a lot. It took a lot to process. I don't even know if I still processed it. I'm still like, is the guy they say is my dad? I don't know.
Damn.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know anything.
Do you feel like it's given you a lot of trust issues?
I feel like my trust issues don't even stem from, I think overall, like I told you, I got robbed and stuff. So it's like the
just being taken
underlining feeling that I'm alone in the world and there's not like anyone I can trust, like even family and like people I've known forever. So that lingers. And then with my like stepdad, or real, like I call him my real dad because that's the one who raised me. But he cheated on my mom and I caught him because I hacked his emails. And I was like a nerd coder as a kid. And I found out and told my mom, and it ruined our family, and like everything crashed from there. So yeah, I think that has stemmed into my relationships.
My God. For sure, dude. For
sure. I've unpacked a lot of it. It's taken a long time and there's a lot more to go, but I still try to have blind hope and not let it affect me.
Yeah.
Because I know there are good people out there, because I'm a good person. So I'm like, if I can keep that, then I won't let all that shit affect it going forward.
I definitely feel you on feeling alone. Like, do you feel like sex work and like, I don't know, I feel like sex work and also being like funny, like wanting to make it in funny spaces also can have the quality of making you feel like even more isolated in a way, because you're like that much more different than other women. I don't know if
it's not different, but I think there's undertones that you get being in comedic spaces. If you have anything to do with being sexual online, they don't take you as seriously, or they make sexual jokes, or they think it's okay to touch you in certain ways, and it's not.
It's definitely isolating, I think, for me. Being a female comedian,
I feel like it others
is super. That the dating pool is so small at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like, whoa. Like, you got to deal with someone who's cool with like photos of you being online. You got to deal with somebody who is cool with you being funnier than them and more successful. Or you have to find someone who's like so hyper successful. But then I'm like, why would they want?
I never find those. I never find the hyper successful.
Have you found dating to be tough, like in the industry? Or do you date people in the industry?
I don't like dating in the industry. I find most of the men who do porn are fucking not okay. I'm like, you're fun to fuck. Bye bye.
But that's
it. Yeah, I just try to keep it surface level. If I met someone in the industry who I really vibed with, maybe. I don't know. That's like maybe a point of desperation coming out, because like time and time again I've learned, don't do it. But I don't know. I'm
That's what they say
definitely-
about fucking comedians.
Yeah, I imagine that's not a very fun route. I feel like they probably have dark little old brains too.
They do. You're just not supposed to fuck comedians if you're a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially even if you live in another state. Like, comedy is a job that's typically forever. So if y'all are making it in 20 years from now, y'all could be in the same spot. It like never goes away.
Yo, for real, it just keeps flaring up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a bad case of chlamydia.
Did you guys like, were you chuckle fuckers when you began? Have you ever fucked a
I love
comedian?
the term chuckle fuckers.
I know, I have to say it as much as possible. It's the funniest word.
Yeah, I've had sex with a couple.
And then you learned.
Some of them I learned where I was like, well, you're just an asshole and you're dumb. That was like back like when I first started, and I didn't think that this was going to be my life. So I made decisions that I didn't think were going to be my life. And then there has been a couple of other ones that I like genuinely liked and was like, oh, maybe this could go somewhere. But comedians are really good with their words. That's what
Damn.
I've learned. Like, you're a talker for a living.
Word.
And so then I was like, okay, you're not to be trusted, and I'm not gonna do that. But I would love to marry. I would love to marry someone I could have a podcast with and go on
Right?
tour with and stuff. So it's kind of hard. Like, I think there's a lot of people who fuck comedians, but
I think all the comedians who say not to fuck comedians are fucking comedians.
They want them all to themselves.
No, they love it.
Yeah.
That's just my type, is people who can talk, like salespeople, business people. I'm like, all right, you sold me, and now I will give you my pussy. it's that easy.
yeah, I love a good talker. A little too much.
I love a quiet guy. I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I love someone who can just shut the fuck up sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, and like I like going outside with partners and stuff. I like boys who don't have social media.
Oh, you want somebody who's like a private account with 20 followers.
Yeah, that's sexy to me. But you know,
It's so funny because we're public figures, you know? So, like, we want something that, like, we're like, I get mad when other people want that and they say that to me because I'm like, but I'm a good person. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wifey. But they're like, oh, I just prefer the girl who doesn't have social media.
And I want somebody who has social media who can understand what I'm going through, who's like in the public eye. I like that. I don't think I would want somebody who doesn't do social media.
I think I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm scared of like getting involved with someone who like in any way wants to like take advantage of like my career. Does that make sense? But that's probably just coming from
I think industry
Trust
adjacent, right? Like if you dated a photographer
yeah.
or a video, you know what I mean? Or a videographer. If I dated a production guy,
Oh, I'd love that.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's no overlap where we're competing with each other. We're both,
I think Annie Lederman is dating like a producer of a bunch of podcasts,
Yeah,
of
so it's
comedy
really, like,
podcasts. So it's
synergistic.
adjacent, but he's not like a comedian or trying to like usurp her or like view her as inferior in any way.
Yeah.
I like that dynamic.
you know what, at the end of the day, fuck it. Fuck who you want to fuck. Date who you want to date. It's your life. Everyone can chime in and tell you what's going to be good or bad or whatever, but they don't know what's best for you, you know?
No, but here's the truth. We don't listen when people give us advice.
Anyway.
Nobody ever listens. Like, you tell your friends what to do, they're going to do the exact opposite because it's what they want to do.
Fact.
My friend won't even give me advice. He's like, Emily, you already know what you're doing. Nothing I say is
Period.
going to stop you. And I'm like, you're so right. I'm glad you know that.
How do you guys find dating in Miami?
There's no dating.
No.
I would never.
No.
I hate the men out here. I'm scared of them. They're so I get grabbed out here. I'm like, whoa, bro.
Oh my God. Some guy at Space like 2 years ago just walks up to me, kisses my shoulder, and starts sniffing me. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
So creepy.
Yeah.
Like everyone, I feel like just if you go to a club here, like you definitely have chlamydia. If you're fucking club, everyone is just like not using condoms and no one gets routinely tested unless they're industry people.
Bruh.
You know,
Which is so gross. Like, get tested every time you have a new sexual partner.
Scammers.
but it's hard
A lot
too
of
though. When I
scammers
didn't
out
have
here.
money, it was like it cost money to go get tested.
There are free STD clinics that you should be taking advantage of.
Yeah, stop playing.
Fuck paying medical debt. Quite honestly, rack it up, bro. That's what I'm doing. I don't give a shit about medical collections. You can go fuck yourselves.
I don't have insurance. Should is that concerning?
Well, you're in California, so you can get like the state insurance.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think you have to pay a fine if you don't have insurance which is so fucked
You
up.
have to do that in Massachusetts too.
Yeah, Massachusetts, if you don't have insurance for like 9 months out of the year, they charge you. You actually get like a thing on your taxes. They charge you more.
Which I feel like it should be the opposite. If you're paying taxes, you're paying into the health insurance and you're just not taking advantage of it. So you're saving the state money. So why should they charge you?
Because everything is a grab to take our money.
What
Scammers.
Yeah, that's how I feel in Miami. I feel like, because we're staying in South Beach, bitch.
Oh.
They're like, give us your money. We went down to the reception today and we were like, could you guys clean the room for us? Because we've been here like 3 or 4 days. And they were like, it is going to be a charge. I was like, it's a charge to get room service? What? Guys,
What?
please.
What the fuck?
As an extra charge?
Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, Miami is crazy. Crazy energy.
Probably because it's Art Basel, so like
Yeah.
they're going to take advantage of all the people traveling.
Are y'all doing Art Basel stuff?
We hosted an event.
As least as possible.
Yeah, I think we're
I'm
walking-
avoiding it.
We're doing like a fashion thing.
Yeah, we got
Tomorrow.
asked by like a custom leather goods designer to do podcasts and like interview people. And then he was like, surprise, you're walking. And we were like, oh, okay, sure, whatever.
Come hair and makeup ready.
Okay, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
You get to keep some shit?
Hopefully.
That sounds sexy. I love leather.
Yeah.
I hope like we're semi-clothed well. I hope it looks cute on us.
I hope so, dude.
Oh, it's like cool.
yeah.
We'll see.
I got like body painted the other night for this Art Basel thing. And do you guys use dating apps?
No.
No,
No.
I'm banned from all dating apps. I'm banned from Plenty of Fish. I'm banned from Christian Mingle. I'm banned from Farmers Friendly.
Only.
I'm banned from everything.
I think one time because I got banned and I was using it to like promote my OnlyFans, but I had a real profile and I was just said DM me like your best thing, but I didn't answer anyone, so they started reporting me.
Damn.
And then I tried to log in on Emily's phone with my login and it banned her phone indefinitely from the app, so like she couldn't use her own account.
And then
It's
I
a
got
sign from
another
God.
phone and I got banned on that one too. I just can't. I think I'm meant to meet someone in the wild.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling lately too.
Are you on dating apps?
I'm like officially off. I
You're
just
clean and
Were you
sober.
on Raya?
I couldn't get on Raya. They wouldn't let
can't
me
get on
on.
Raya.
Me either. My application's been pending.
It's because we're
Have you ever been to like any crazy Hollywood parties where like some crazy Illuminati shit has happened?
I've been to some sex parties where I've seen men who I'm like, oh, I've seen this man on TV before. Like, that's crazy.
That
Just,
is kind of
at
crazy.
the sex parties. Yeah, it's pretty trippy.
But nobody's like drinking blood or anything at these parties you're going to.
I haven't seen any blood drinking.
Boring.
But like the sex with the masks and all the naked men and their little tucks like around their waist type of shit. I'm like, it looks like the Illuminati for sure. You know what I mean?
Is everyone in the same like uniform?
They always have like those masquerades, like in like fox faces and like those ceremonial things. So when people are fucking in that, so that you don't know who they are,
Oh, they're manifesting something.
they're
You don't
yeah.
know. But
I feel like if I was gonna go to one of those, I'd wear like a plague doctor mask
the long beak.
and just like walk around like pecking everybody.
If I saw a plague doctor mask in fucking public, I would run so fucking fast.
That'd be so funny.
That's like me
Look at how
seeing a
big
zombie
titties
or something. Like I would be like, that thing is gonna kill me if I don't get out of here.
Yep.
What if he had big titties though?
What if it had big titties? That's a question.
That's how you tempt them.
With the big titties.
Yeah, they're like, that's kind of scary, but I'm intrigued.
I'm turned on. I'm excited and scared.
Having titties is crazy like mind control. I love it.
The power.
Yeah, it's
How do
definitely-
you manipulate men with your boobs?
They do it all themselves. Like I feel like I'm just along for the ride. I'm
You
like,
don't have to say anything.
I mean, all I have to do is
The
act
titties
as
say
pleased as
enough.
I've always been, but the titties are whispering in their little ears. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, I definitely. I don't envy girls who grow up with big boobs though. There's like definitely a double-sided nature
Sword,
to having
yeah.
titties, yeah.
But I love I think it's so funny when men try to not look at your tits, but you can tell they're looking. I'm like, just look.
I'm like,
at this point,
They're focusing like so hard.
They're like
literally
staring you in
shaking.
the eyes. Like, did you just come?
yeah, they probably did.
Oh,
I'm so
man.
grateful that like I think one part of being a woman and not a man is that I've never had to like really force myself not to come by thinking about like golf or like a blowjob from grandma or anything like that. I'm like, oh no, I've never had to do that. I've never had to not nut. That's so
Wait,
nice.
you've never had somebody tell you can't come though?
Like edged you.
Yeah,
Okay, I've had someone edge me, but I don't think about terrible things to not know.
She's not trying to stop herself from coming.
I've had somebody say, I'm going to punish you if you come before
But
I tell you to come.
That's gonna make you come though. Like you're not actively trying to be like, I have to stop coming right now because
no, I am, because I'm so close and he's going to punish me and I don't want to be punished. So I'm like, okay, I have to not come. But then I just think about pleasing them and that makes me not come. I don't have to think about grandma's fucking knickers like a weirdo.
I heard somebody said this would you rather to me the other day. It was like, would you rather fuck your grandma trapped in your boyfriend's body or in your mom's body or your mom, or wait, hold on. Incestception. Would you rather fuck your grandma in your, I guess it was probably a dude, girlfriend's body, or your girlfriend trapped in your grandma's body?
Wait, do you want to say that one more time, looking at the camera for a clip?
Would you rather fuck your girlfriend trapped in your grandma's body or your grandma trapped in your girlfriend's body?
Sorry, Nana.
Yeah.
I'm fucking you, man.
Yeah, I'd be fucking my grandma and my or it'd be like your grandpa and your boyfriend's body or something. Either one. I would want it to be the young body.
Yeah.
Because I could just forget that it's them.
And then I learned tricks from like the 50s on how they used to fuck back then that I can translate to modern day.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learn sex tips from the grandparents. We love it.
Shout out Nana Viv.
We should play a game.
We
I would love to
should.
play a game.
Okay, so we do a segment called Stony Baloney where we get high. We're already high.
know, right?
And we just
We gotta
play
re-up.
games.
We should do this. It's like truth or dare. It's truth or drink, but we don't have to do anything. We could just answer the questions.
We just take a shot of water.
How much lube do you go through in a year?
Ooh, probably a small bottle. Probably 4-ounce bottle.
Just one? You're like, I'm wet. I don't need
I
it.
got pretty wet. I don't even use a lot of lube for anal. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you stay hydrated?
I get that gawk and then I put it in there.
And that's enough for your anal?
Yeah, I like it to hurt.
Do they prepare you at all?
If it's a big dick, I need something in there before. Like I need it to get like finger fucked would be ideal, or put a butt plug in.
Or like them
You guys
eating
are
your
so
ass
similar.
as they finger. We are very
Really?
similar.
Willow's getting ass blasted over here.
I haven't done it actually, but
You know?
I love the idea of it.
I love that. You're like really building it up for yourself.
Yeah, no, I've done it to myself, but I've never gotten ass blasted by somebody else consensually. Who's only ever non-consensually, so I don't count that.
I've been having a good amount of anal this year, and I've been honestly I've only had anal with a white guy once this year, and I'm like, white guys really like I've been messy a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like my ass has just not been clean this year. It's unfortunate but true. And I feel like I like having anal sex with men of color a lot more because they're just like grateful they're having anal sex. The white guy was like, there's shit on my dick. But like the people of
Really?
color, like they're like, I'm just having anal. I'm like, yes, it is messy though.
Oh.
You just can't tell as much.
How do you prepare?
Oh
do you
my
do
God.
like enemas?
I do enemas, but they've kind of been like turning on me lately. Like I don't know.
The enema's turning on
There's
you.
just like there's like too much juice in there. So I'm just like, oh my god, this is a mess. This is chaotic. But
How
I
many
love
rounds do you
anal.
got to do to clear it out?
I usually use my shower one. I was actually supposed to have anal yesterday, which I had to cancel the scene unfortunately because I stayed up really late. But for that one, I was gonna use my like little bulb for the first time in a while. I usually just I love the shower enema, but yeah, the bulb.
It's a shower enema.
It's like a douche that's like hooked up to your shower, and you like switch the water over to it, and you can just shower.
So it's like a bidet kind of?
Yeah, it's like a bidet you can put in your ass in your shower.
And it's designed specifically for enemas.
Yeah, it's for like anal, or some people use it for pussy, but I don't really do
All
it.
I'm thinking is like the heavy metals coming through the showers.
Oh my god, for real though. I wish I could filter it, but it's going straight into my ass. Yeah.
Florida has such hard
the radio.
water.
Oh,
I feel
hard
like my
water.
asshole would be clogged.
It's probably not even dirty. It's just the hard water stains on your
Yeah.
butthole.
You need a clarifying shampoo for your butthole. Then you'll be good to go.
Oh man, get some Dawn dish soap in there.
Y'all ever had a colonic?
No, I want to get one though.
Me
Because I think I have
too.
parasites.
Let's go.
I'm just like, all right, we're gonna go tomorrow.
Colonic.
I just want to be
scared.
flushed out.
Girl date.
I did get asked to do anal soon. It's coming up.
Wait, really? Wait, really?
Yeah. And I was like, okay.
How big is the dick? dude?
Wait, you're not even waiting for like a husband? You're just
Save it for
gonna
my
let.
wedding night.
You're just gonna let him.
I I don't know. We'll see how the journey takes me. It depends on what I eat that weekend, okay?
I feel like your first time's got to be special.
Well, it was taken from me. I want rose petals in my butthole, actually. Like, you know how they do like the earwax candles? Like, I want you to do that to my asshole before you fuck me.
You would like that. You're into wax.
That's a great
I
invention.
do like hot wax being dripped on me.
I
That's
can't
fun.
deal with it. I'm like, ow, ow.
Really?
I'm a pussy, and Emily's just like, I feel nothing.
Are you a pain girl?
I like some pain, yeah. But then I also
too.
like being held and told I'm pretty. So it depends on the day.
Love.
I just want to be in love.
Yeah.
I want to be in love, bro.
I want missionary, deep eye contact. Tell me you love me. It doesn't even have to be real.
Oh my God, I'm scared of intimacy.
Oh, this is so interesting.
It's
So you're scared of
terrifying.
intimacy, and that's why you like being hurt. You're going through that. You're in the phase of sex where you're reliving your childhood and taking ownership of it.
Well, I don't get hurt anymore.
I did that, and now I'm
You're ready. I'm
healed. Ready. I'm healed. I'm
healed it.
I'm ready to get married and have a baby.
I was
outta
better
here.
in
you?
bed when I was traumatized.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I fucked and sucked.
No boundaries at all.
Crazy.
Like, do whatever you want.
And now I'm like, oh, you want me to get on top? My quads hurt.
I know. I'm like, I will suck your dick all the live long day, but I'm getting on top like twice max. Don't make me do that. I
I'll
need to have
do it, but
stamina.
then you do the work for me.
Oh,
Like, I'll
okay.
be on
Fuck
top
from
and
the
you just
bottom?
have, yes.
Yeah, that is like my easiest way to squirt, I feel like. It's
Me
just,
too.
oh my God, right? And it's like powerful.
Twins.
We're literally twins. I love it.
You really could be one of my lost siblings. Like, I need you to get 23andMe.
Should I get tested to make sure we aren't siblings?
Imagine your dad's not your dad either. We find out on this podcast.
That would be so funny.
Bro, you should do it. Oh my God.
But you know, I got to give it up to him. He loved me like I was his own. Shout out Benjamin.
All right, next question. In terms of getting dick down, what's the best type of dick for the job, and how do you know?
Oh,
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm just thinking.
you're thinking about it?
Okay, perfect dick is essentially the question.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm really revealing myself right now. I love all the dicks. Shouts out all the dicks. But my favorite kind of dick, 8 inches, pretty girthy, got a sweater on it. I would love, I'm going to go into a little more detail. I would like the skin to be soft, not rough, like they moisturize their dick. Decent amount of foreskin and big, like, bulbous balls, like not really saggy, not too small. Just like, when they look fertile as fuck.
Yeah.
They're just soft.
You want your man
ideal.
submissive and breedable.
Submissive and
Is what you're telling me right now.
yeah, and lets me eat ass too.
With a hog.
Oh yeah, I love eating a man's ass. The look in his face when it happens for the first time, I'm like,
Wait, how can you see his face?
because he looks back, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm buried in there. I can't even look up at the eyes. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever accidentally shown in a professional video meeting?
That's such a specific question. One time this is not the same thing, but it's the closest thing I have, honestly. I definitely posted a picture on my story on accident. I meant to post it on my close friends when I was in college, but it was like a bag, me being like, and I was like holding up a baggie of like full of like weed and Klonopin. I was like, and I left it up for maybe 20 minutes. I was deeply embarrassed about that. I never had a Klonopin problem, but I was doing Klonopin that weekend, and I was like, I can't believe my friends and family just saw that. That's so embarrassing.
Oh god.
I was like, no.
Did you get shadow banned from it?
Not at all. Not at all.
Damn.
Oh, one time I
Those were
was
the days.
getting
Damn.
laser hair removal, and I was taking video content on my stories because I get it for free at BH Perfection Med Spa in Sunny Isles. And I post it, and I like didn't edit the video, but I was getting like my bikini done, and right at the end of the video, the last 20 seconds is full blown lip spread pussy. And my sister
damn
calls me.
it.
It was up for like 2 hours. Like 300 people saw it.
We were in Publix, and her sister doesn't get through to her, calls me, and she goes, Emily, Jamie's pussy is on her fucking story. Get her right now. So I'm like running to her in Publix, like, delete that off your fucking story.
It was at the end, so hopefully people are just like scrolling.
on
They get the
through.
first 15 seconds. It was like a minute long video, but
Okay, thank God.
But some people saw.
Oh, some people saw.
Have you ever embellished your enthusiasm for a social issue in order to smash?
You're like, yo, I really love penguins. We got to march for those penguins, baby.
I did join the boys rugby team when I was a freshman in high school because I had a crush on one of the boys, and I committed to the bit really hard and like played the whole year. I was getting my ass like beat. It's great.
Oh,
It's
so
like a
you
full
weren't
tackle
you weren't
sport.
good at it.
I was like, okay, when we traveled, like I'd always have to play on the girls' teams because they were like, we don't want this girl. Like we're all very uncomfortable with this situation. So I was great on the girls' teams, but on the guys' teams, I was like super mid for sure.
The things we do for men.
Little attention.
Oh god, the interests I pretended to have for men.
Oh, I used
So
to like
embarrassing.
pretend to. I used to hate the military because I was like war and blah blah blah. Like when I was younger, like, but I dated a military guy, so I'd be like, I'm so proud of you. You're so noble.
Red, white, and badass, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's the craziest thing you've done for a man? Like the most down
Craziest
bad
thing
shit.
I've done for a man. Oh my god. Okay, actually this is just the most recent one. There's probably many. But I literally was like dating kind of like, oh my god, I hope he doesn't watch this. He's so sweet, but he's like absolutely a scrub. And I just took this man on like the most lavish vacation to Hawaii. And when we got back, he was like, we just kind of stopped hanging out. He was like, I think I'm not ready for a full relationship. I was like, shouts out to that vacation though. That was sexy.
How much did you spend on him?
I spent definitely over 10 grand on this vacation. I'm not gonna lie.
Holy
it was a bag. I was like ready to have a romantic ass vacation. I was like, this could definitely break us. Like Hawaii does weird things to you.
What does it
Really?
do?
Like I feel like Hawaii is like literally like and energetically is like volcanic. Like anytime I've been there, which is only twice, but it always brings shit up to the surface. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That
It
makes
really
sense.
does. It really does. Like I've had.
Isn't the Hawaii like the heart chakra of the world? Have you heard this?
I've heard some people say that.
I don't remember what chakra it is. I think it's the heart chakra though. Basically, like if you looked at the world as if it was like there's different pinpoints of all of like the places in the world for the different chakras. And that would make sense if shit started coming
Yeah,
up.
for sure. Are you guys very spiritual?
Yeah.
You are.
I feel like the moon's also super big in Hawaii, and the moon will influence you too.
They're also some of like the youngest islands on like the entire earth, which is really crazy. They're like very new land. And they have such like crazy flora and fauna on them, you know, because they're like in the middle of nowhere. It's like shit that floated there basically, or was like blown there. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. It looks so beautiful.
I highly recommend if you can ever go there.
Just don't bring a man with you.
I don't know. Some shit's gonna go down unless you guys are super super solid.
I have to stop like paying for vacations for men that I'm like dating. I'm like, where's
I
my
know.
vacation?
I know.
Like, because when we do things for them, they don't fall for us. But when they do shit for us, they fall for us.
Period.
But I'm like, okay, I don't care that you don't have money. I think you're a hard worker and you will eventually. And I want to have this experience with you. But like guys can't process it like that. They're like, this girl just did all this and I feel less of a man now.
Yeah, yeah. They feel like less of a man, and I feel like a lot of them are like, I don't know. They're like, oh, I don't deserve this girl. I gotta sabotage this shit, or like, they're like, if she likes me, like she sucks. Which is how I used to feel about people too. I'm like, if you like me,
Or they're like,
you
she likes
suck.
me too much. That's scary.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Oh, because they assume that you're doing that like equates how much you like them. And it's like, no,
I'm horny.
I'm horny and have the opportunity.
Yeah, just be baby girl for the week. Like, stop playing.
I love
Baby
when men are a
girl.
little baby girl.
Hey,
Just like a little bit.
Do you guys date women too?
I've never dated a woman.
I dated a woman and I think about her 5 years later.
I know my one ex who I could get back with, definitely the girl I dated in college. I'm like, she was the one.
I just am so scared. They would have to make the move on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to move with men, and I can like flirt and be like, hey. The moment there's a woman who's interested in me, I'm like,
No,
what?
it's like you're in puberty, like all over
Yeah.
again. It's horrible.
I feel 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel that way with men too. Like I get super weird when I'm into somebody and I just get like anxious and I'll move and they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm really weird and you're cute. I gotta go. Okay.
Oh my god, this is making me. I need a new crush. I'm like trying to enjoy being single, but I'm like, I need a crush.
I need a crush to survive. Like to
what?
thrive, I need to have a crush on somebody and it's so bad.
Me too. I have a crush on somebody, and then I'm like, I think you have a crush on me, but you're acting weird. So I guess you don't have a crush on me, and now I have to find a new crush. I'm crushed.
I'm crushed by my crush.
For real, aptly.
Crushes are so
named.
fun. Everyone's so afraid of everything. Stop being pussies.
I agree.
Just love.
Yeah, lean in, go crazy.
Yeah.
Ask her to marry you on the first date. Move in together.
Get a U-Haul. Yeah. Have children.
Oh.
All right. Name the last friend you inadvertently had sexual thoughts about.
Probably Susie, my podcast co-host.
So you're like turned on by her, or do you guys just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're friends, but she got a nice pussy. What can I say? I've been
Love
thinking
that.
about Susie's
Amen.
pussy.
What
I
makes a
think Susie-
nice pussy?
Hers is just like, well, our pussies are pretty different. I have an innie, she has an outie, so I definitely, and I watch her fuck a lot. Like, I feel like that's kind of our threesome, like, signature is like, we just love watching each other get fucked. We do some crazy positions, like all three people together. But yeah, so I mean, I spend a lot of time watching Susie get fucked, so
she's good at what she does.
She's good at what she does. She has a nice pussy. It does different things for the boys. Like, her pussy like will come when men are inside her, and I just love watching it happen because they always like, they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, it's really cool, right? And
that is cool. I'd enjoy watching that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you go, girl.
Yeah.
You guys need snacks? Anything? Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've done or said while orgasming?
I've definitely said I love you while coming to people who I am not in love with. Frequently. I would almost call it one of my moves. I do it less now. I feel like I'm more secure now. But when I was I don't know. I think I was a little bit less secure, and also just like, I love being humiliated. So like, I love the chance that they're just not going to say it back or like, just like ignore what I just said. I'm like, oh yes.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Imagine they come and they're like, thank you. You're like, I love you. They're like, yeah, good.
Yeah, I love a premature I love you during sex. It's been a while since I've pulled that one, so I'm proud of myself because I think it's...
I don't even accidentally say it. I've dated guys for a year and never said I love you.
Yeah.
Me too.
So like accidentally saying it in sex is so not like...
Treating it really
But I
casually.
want to say it. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm like, I don't love you, but for some reason it keeps saying it over and over in my head.
Yeah, you should try it sometime. It's really taboo.
You should try it sometime.
Imagine I tell a comedian I love him after he fucks me. That's a story right there. I'll be forever a bit.
You're like, I'm gonna try it next time.
And then I get ghosted and have to see them.
Have you ever cried after sex?
Yeah, during and after.
During and after?
Yeah, I'm not after as much, but sometimes I cry when I come because it's like really intense.
I've only ever cried after.
After.
Yeah.
I cried after sex once for sure when I did like, it was the first time I really tried really like tantric slow sex. Came really hard with like someone I love very much at the time, and that was really nice.
I want to do that.
That sounds beautiful.
I've definitely had sex and it brought up like emotions and I couldn't stop crying after. And I was like, they were like, why are you crying? And I was like, I don't know, but I have to get it out. Like the moment I came, I was like, oh, all the tears are here.
Yeah, there isn't like a logical reason.
No. And I was like, this is so embarrassing. Okay. You're granted the power of invisibility for exactly 1 hour, starting right now. What do you do?
I think my brain was like, go steal a lot of food. That was the first thing I thought.
We got Domino's on the way, baby.
First thing I would do if I was invisible, be on the beach naked, bro, for sure.
You could go to a nude beach.
There's nude beaches here?
Yeah.
Yeah. In my, like, there's one like a half hour out, Hallover.
What?
Yeah, it's a nude beach.
I didn't know there were nude beaches here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool. Okay, well, that's like 30 minutes of my invisibility, though.
Okay, true. So
That's the whole drive.
it's way easier to turn invisible than it is to drive 30 minutes. I feel you. You're from LA, so I understand.
I would steal a cop car.
Oh, just
Nice.
be riding around
There's
invisible?
Yeah, there's so many cop cars here. I would steal a cop car, take the keys. They wouldn't know what I would do. I would fuck around and like start like blaring horns. People would be like, there's a ghost in this cop car.
Chaos agent.
Drive it into the courthouse. Say fuck the free world. And then
Imagine you're driving into the courthouse and the hour is up though, and you just like appear naked and you're like running around cheering. You're like, I did it, and then everyone can see you. Titty swinging.
that's why you gotta do it with 15 minutes, and then I use the last 45 to sit on my balcony, light up a joint, and say, nice work. You know?
Revel in it.
I think I would literally just like be chilling, or I would be the purge and I would just race around like stealing from corporations and like fucking shit up. That would be my chance.
You said corporations, and immediately my mind was like, this is a whole operation that's gonna take a lot longer than an hour.
No, I'm talking about like stealing from Sephora.
I would love to go to a club and just beat the shit out of a random man in Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
You would just like to beat someone
A man, yes.
specifically.
A large man, because
Someone who deserves it.
Yeah.
I would wait till I watched like a creepy
Yeah, I like-
dude lurking,
Yes.
and then you just start kicking him in the balls.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, some Deadpool shit right there.
I like that. Oh, tell us a comment under a porn video that sticks in your memory.
Oh my God, I love porn comments. I'm trying to think of like one of my favorite ones.
I can't believe that people comment on porn. I feel like I would keep my mouth shut if I was watching porn.
Okay, I do really like comments where I feel like very perceived in a way I didn't realize people perceive me, but that like makes sense. Where they like kind of read you, you know? But I did this one video, one of my first, I think it was actually my first video that everyone like viral on Pornhub. And it was with this guy, Alex Adams, who has like he's like big on Pornhub. He does like family therapy porn. And
Oh God!
Wait,
Emily, you just found her new week obsession.
yeah.
What did he like act out like what was going on in your life? He was like, listen, I'm your sperm donor. It's nice to meet you. Let's have sex.
I do feel like I need to process that in porn someday, but he does a lot of like best or sister's best friend type of stuff where it's like a girl being mean to me. And like, I think cause I have tattoos and the short hair and like, you know, all girl, like his fans really liked that I was like being like kind of like just mean to him.
Oh.
And one of the comments was like, I like girls that look like this because they don't shave their armpits. And I was like, oh, that's so cute.
That's so specific.
I know, right? And I was like, I mean, he's right. They're sometimes, you know? I was like, wow, I feel seen. What other porn comments? Do you guys have faves?
I have never like seen a porn comment. I guess I don't know. I've just like seen videos and I'm like, there are comments here?
Do you know the boys always scroll to the comments like after they watch the videos? Like,
No.
They always read all of them.
That's like a thing after
Yeah.
that's your post-nut clarity is reading porn comments?
Yeah.
Because they're funny though.
They're so funny.
I remember seeing some and being like, "That's so clever." Like I would have never have thought of that. I've gotten some of those too because I have Joey Diaz fans on my OnlyFans. And he's like a dirty old comic. Like he's like fucking cocksucker and whatever. Sounds like an old mafia dude. But his audience is very dirty too, and so they always crack jokes about my videos.
Whoa.
So like people are like, oh, you're a comedian, so they try to play into it and like talk to you like and be funny,
I like
which
that.
I like that.
That's what my DMs are like, are people trying to make jokes to like get me to laugh. And I like that. It's not like weird men anymore. It's like people talking to a comedian, which is cool.
Yeah, I like that too. All right, if you were a puppet and needed a hand up your ass to talk and move, whose hand would you want up your ass all the time?
Damn, my own. How cool would that be?
Bro, if you really think about it,
really-
life is your hand up your own ass. You are the puppet master.
Yeah, I've tried to get my whole fist in my ass. I've never gotten it past the knuckles, but it is coming
In your
my
own butt?
future. Yeah.
All 5?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can stretch back there.
Oh, you can't.
Oh, she's flexible though.
Oh, I could.
Oh, I could
You
get
can go
there.
Oh yeah, you can go front. Yeah, back's better. Back's better.
Back's way easier, but I don't know. I am scared.
That's true. I do go
Exactly.
backwards to put a finger in my butt.
Can you fist your own? I can fist my own pussy. That I can't do.
Wait, what can you do?
Fist my own pussy.
You can do that?
Yes. It's awesome.
That's so impressive.
But it's better if someone else is fisting you, in my opinion.
You could
Wait,
do that
can-
to yourself.
How deep can they get in?
Like all the way.
Wrist deep?
Yeah. Tiny hand is
That's
going
so
in there.
Oh, because you're fucking women too. So
Yeah.
Wait,
Dudes can do it.
did you do-
I've never had a dude successfully get in there though, unfortunately.
I had a guy
Oh.
try to do 4 fingers, and I was like, "Get away!"
you said tiny hands, and I was thinking small hands. Who's like a male?
I would love to. That would be a great video, testing the small hands.
That would be great. That would. Be
Oh, you know those
great.
little small hands that people like pretend are their hands, and they're like plastic, but they're like
Yeah,
really mini.
yeah.
When you said small hands, that's what I pictured.
We went in 2 very different directions.
Oh, wait. Okay. Speaking of small things going into pussies, this is so insane, but I have to tell you this. Susie found this video on Twitter the other day. I feel like it's been showing very bizarre shit lately. Are y'all on there?
I don't go on
scroll
Twitter.
anymore. We should because it's
Wise
good promo.
decision. But yeah, this video came up of this guy holding a frog by the foot, and the frog started jumping, and then all of a sudden this pussy appears, and the frog fully jumps into the pussy, and the guy is still holding onto its foot, and then he like pulls it out.
Oh my god!
No.
It's on Twitter.
That
Talk
What are
about a
people
kiss
doing?
from Prince Charming.
people's attention spans and like social media is destroying our youth. Okay,
My kids are gonna watch frog porn.
frog pussy.
This is
Frissy.
what Jen.
I guess
wants
guys,
for
if they
us.
like it, smells like an aquarium.
Oh my god, I saw a TikTok the other day
I
about
love
somebody.
a lake pussy.
Me too. Somebody putting on Gary the snail slippers, and one of the TikTok comments goes, "Not the snussy." I love TikTok.
I love like dumb humor like that. That's my favorite.
Anything can be the ussy if you try it.
Yeah. What's your style of humor that you like? Like if memes or something. Like if we were gonna send you memes.
I like really deep fried nonsensical memes that are like memes of memes where they're like, I don't know, a fucking like deep fried clown that's just like
life is hell.
Yeah, life is hell.
Okay.
Something like that. I like that.
So you like meta stuff, I feel like?
Yeah, I'll take some meta. I really like those memes. I liked the brand of memes that were like someone's like sneaking into your house at night and they're like holding you up and they're like, if you move, I'll shoot, and they're like like the suicide memes.
Yeah.
Or like when someone's like breaking into my house to kill me and it's just them sleeping in their bed like happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we all looked on our explore page right now, what's our best meme that we can find?
Oh my God. What kind of
Well, I have something concerning. 7 places he touches you. What do they mean? I feel like I'm a child and they're like, where did the bad man hurt you?
Wait, mine was just a skeleton. It just refreshed, but there was a skeleton and it said dead ass.
I get so many Twitter memes.
I got BoJack Horseman. You're a horrible person and you're not understanding that you're a horrible person. It doesn't make you less of a horrible person.
That's so true.
Excellent.
Some people have a girlfriend. Some people have a boyfriend. I have lost interest in everything.
Yeah, those are like in the weird text and fun. Why do I have so much BoJack Horseman? I don't even watch that.
Have you seen that one that's like an edit of like the Wicker Man like movie poster and it's like, say his name, he'll come to you, and it just says the pee-pee man.
Wait, this one says, I asked her whose pussy this is and my voice cracked. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, should we play Never Have I Ever, the blue ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Never have I ever had sex on my lunch
Let's
break.
put 5 fingers up.
Okay. Never have I ever had sex on my
Well-
lunch break. Absolutely have.
Okay.
Okay. That was
We're
easy. Oh, well, okay. Never have I ever played footsie with someone else while my significant other is at the table.
I've been the receiver of footsie while someone else's lover was at the table.
Oh. Okay, but we're all still good on that one. Never have I ever taken drugs to get through a flight.
Never have I ever not. I would never be sober on a flight ever.
No,
No.
absolutely
And if it's not like edibles or something, it's 4 Benadryl.
Or it's shots at the airport.
I recently did Ambien for the first time for a flight. Could not recommend highly
Really?
enough. It was amazing. You just go to sleep and you wake up when you're there and it's like nothing happened.
That's so nice.
Oh, wow.
The only thing is my ears pop so bad if I'm not awake on the descent. So I have to be awake.
Me too.
Otherwise they stay fucked up for a couple days.
Damn.
That's the worst. All right.
Okay. Jesus. Never have I ever shared embarrassing secrets about my ex. Well,
I'll share one. Let's go right now.
We have a podcast. We all do.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I feel like I do that in person too. Never have I ever smoked weed with a cop.
Didn't you do that down the street?
I did at the Miami Improv. She was like, yeah, we don't give a fuck about weed. All we care about is the big drugs. And I was
she
like,
smoke
nice.
Oh, well, what if I smoked with an off-duty cop?
I think that counts.
That counts.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down to 1, guys.
Me too.
Damn, a cop smoking bastards.
Never have I ever gone home with a stripper.
Like to hook up with them, like does making out count?
I feel like taking them home.
Like in a sexual way? What if like we were friends and she was a stripper and she came back to my place and we made out?
Did that happen?
I've gotten taken home as a stripper.
Oh, okay.
That counts.
Okay.
Okay. You're out. Never have I ever dumped someone because my friends didn't like them.
Have I done that?
Yeah, no.
We usually don't listen.
Yeah,
I know,
no.
right? I'm like, I wish I'd done that so
Yeah,
many
same.
times. No, can't say I have.
Okay. Should we start over with 5 fingers again?
Well, one of you has to win.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's between us.
Prude is
How
the
many
win.
you
I love
got?
that. I just have one. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Never have I ever said the wrong name during sex. I've thought it. I've thought the wrong name.
I know. I feel like I did that recently, but was it a dream?
You know when that happens and I can't remember if it's a memory or a dream?
Right?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was holding vape smoking. But that happens to me all the time and I'm like, I can't remember if as a kid I rode an elephant at a circus.
I hope you did.
I think I did. I remember asking my mom about it, but it feels like a fever dream.
Do you feel like when you get deja vu sometimes that you've dreamt it before?
I feel like I lived it.
Yeah.
Like, because I remember it so vividly and real as if it was real life.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you were wearing this exact same outfit and we were in the car at this, having the exact same conversation, something like that.
Oh, shit. Wait, do you want to read some?
All right. Are you still in?
Yeah, we're both still in. We're down to one.
You have the pinky out. I like
Never have I ever pretended not to see an elderly person so I wouldn't have to give up my seat.
I'm going to use that now, though.
Both of you are liars. Okay. I feel like this one, I want to get one that I don't know if it will get you out. This one's never have I ever brought something on a flight that I knew might get me arrested.
Oh, of course. Okay, so we've
Oh,
Hold on. Yeah,
we're both out.
every time.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
do another one. Let's do another one because you can't both get out at the same time.
Tiebreaker.
Never have I ever hit on someone at a funeral.
I've only been to one funeral. It was my grandma's. I was not hitting on anyone.
You weren't turned on at Nana's funeral? No, I haven't been to a funeral in a long time.
Never have I ever peed in the snow.
Peed in the snow. You've never peed in the snow?
No.
Oh shit.
That's
Damn.
wild. Yeah, I used to work at this like wilderness therapy program, and I learned like all different kinds of things you can use to wipe your ass, and snow is far and away the best one.
To wipe your butt?
Packed snow.
Oh, that
Have you
was
wiped
so
your ass
nice.
on packed snow?
Yeah, many
Oh,
times.
a lot?
Better than rocks. But rocks are better than leaves, honestly.
Really?
And
Interesting.
sticks are like in between, I would say, rocks and leaves.
Sticks?
Sticks. Get the old run through, you know?
Oh,
Swipe.
what? But that's how you rip your asshole.
No, you don't put it in there. You like swipe it.
Yeah.
I feel like
Take the poop.
I would want to sand it down before.
No, you want the grip. You want the grip.
Do I?
I guess the
I want
bark,
a flared base.
The bark
is what
would,
I want.
the bark would help get it off. I've never I've never pooped outside in my entire life.
I think I have when I was younger.
Y'all want to go camping?
No.
City girls?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
No, I like went camping as a kid, but like camping was always, surprisingly enough, if you're poor, you don't really go camping.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah.
So
It's a little
like,
insulting, probably.
because especially if it's not like near you, like you didn't grow
It's
up.
expensive to go camping.
It's
also.
expensive.
so expensive.
Yeah. So I've gone like twice with other families,
Okay.
but they had they had houses
like a
and
nice
places to
situation.
shower and
Oh, that's so nice.
yeah.
I would go camping in like a nice what is it? RV.
Yeah. I wish you guys a very happy pooping outside one day. It's freeing. It's true.
Oh God, I gotta regulate my bowels then before that
You
happens.
gotta get a colonic.
Imagine I'm just like out there and I shit in the woods for the first time and then it's just like explosive diarrhea. It's going
happens.
down my leg. I would cry. I would literally be shitting and I'd be crying and then I'd probably throw up. And,
Oh, I'd puke.
And then I would be that'd be my rock bottom. I
Wait, do you
could
do
picture
anal?
it now. No, I have with the one guy who was like super clean. Like that was his thing.
You to his butt.
No, well, it was his thing to do it to women, and then
Okay.
it got introduced to his butt. The Domino's is here.
Hey.
That's a great place
That's a
to
great
end.
ad.
That is. We're gonna hit them up. We should.
That is a great place to end.
What would you say your biggest takeaway was from today's podcast?
Today's podcast. I just love connecting with bitches who want to talk about trauma and who are like little neurodivergent girlies. I
Yes,
love it.
we love
Hell
it.
yeah.
Look at my tattoo.
What's it say? Divergent?
I got this
Let them know.
I got them from reading the books, and I was like, it means I'm a free thinker, and like. And the books became a movie, and then everyone's like, "You have a divergent tattoo, you loser."
Oh.
But I was like, it's just like a symbol for me to be like, my brain works in a different way,
I love
and that's
that.
okay.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
She's
Hell
advocating
yeah.
over there.
Well, we're gonna go eat Domino's, but make sure you listen to Sydney and Susie's podcast called Online Forever Pod. Where can we find that?
Yes, thank you so much for the plug. There's a link on sydneysummers.com, but it's also Online Forever Pod on all the platforms. So thank you so much.
Hell yeah. We're gonna go eat Domino's, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, over and out.
Bye.